Bake up this classic cake with that smooth, rich coconut filling that's sure to cure your sweet tooth craving. One of our favorites, Chef Nettie Frank, is in the Studio 5 kitchen to show us her version of the decadent German chocolate cake. So I'm just going to make the recommendation. This is from me to you. Just push pause on the New Year's resolutions for one day.
It's okay. It's okay. Like we were just talking about, like, it's okay. Just, you know, just pause.
Just pause, just for a minute. Yeah. What do you like about this cake? It's a classic.
Okay, this is a classic German chocolate cake. A couple of my tips and tricks with when you're making cakes. Make the cake the day before, make the frostings, make the fillings, everything the day before, and then put the cake in the fridge so it's nice and firm when you go to frost it. Okay. And then leave the frostings and fillings out. Like, they're safe, they're okay, they're not gonna make you sick or anything, and there's enough sugar in there, right? It's preserved.
Yeah, we're good.
But you want them at room temperature when you're spreading them. So I make, it's almost like a chocolate pudding pretty much, but with the coconut. So that's my German chocolate filling.
That's what you fill it with.
Yeah, and you want to pipe an edge with the frosting.
And you just shaved off the top, right?
Well, there's 3 layers here, so I'm going to show you how I'm layering it.
Okay, yeah.
So then you can put your filling. Now you want your fillings to be thick enough that they're not just going to ooze off and your cake's going to start sliding, right? Because that's when it starts getting sad. And then you're like, I can't do this anymore.
We cannot have anything sad surrounding this cake.
No, so we want it to be a little bit firmer, right? So, and it's cooled down, it's not hot. So my other trick is I actually stack my cakes and I cut a wedge in them beforehand, and so I stack my cakes and then I cut a wedge. So then when I go and cut all my layers, I find that wedge, line it up
where it should go, because it never seems to stack perfectly or evenly.
And now when I've stacked it, it's perfectly even on top, and you're not worried about anything else because you've already done that step.
So smart.
Yeah, and so then again, if you have the right tools and equipment in the kitchen to making cake, it's like so easy. And at the home show, come down and see me. I'm doing Cake 101, start to finish, how to even prepare your pans with the parchment, to all the great recipes that I have.
The home show is this weekend. I think this class will be really popular. It seems there's been a resurged interest in cake. In cake making.
And cake, yes, absolutely. And it's so, people look at it and go, there's no way. But it's actually very simple. And it's very simple.
I think women are finding what a creative outlet it can be too. Like, we've moved away from just box and frosting. I'm seeing some fun toppings I know you're going to talk about in a minute, but it's become this creation really, right? That women are making in their own kitchen.
Absolutely. And if you have the right tools, that's the second thing.
So turntable.
You need your little Lazy Susan. Yeah. Absolutely. You need your cardboard rounds. Piping bags. I love the disposable ones because you can throw them away afterwards instead of trying to rinse them out. Okay. Piping tips. We've got, and I always have rubber bands to make sure that none of the frosting comes oozing out.
See, I always just like spin it around and it never quite works.
It never works. It's always like up your arm and then you're like, I give up.
The roll and twist.
You need the right scrapers to make those smooth, beautiful edges.
Now this I don't have, so this makes a difference?
Yeah, so I have my little offset spatula, right, that I do my first initial movement with, right? Movement.
What?
So this is like...
This just became an athletic endeavor.
Right? I actually can frost a cake in 7 minutes, start to finish.
What?
Yeah, somebody timed me for some reason. But on Cake Wars, you had to move fast.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So this is the kind of tool you take, right? And you just slide it along, and now I'm going to get those perfectly even sides. See, now I would add more frosting, of course, but I will be, like I said, at the home show this weekend.
What are your classes?
I will be on Friday at 6 o'clock. I will be on Saturday 11 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Okay, and the cake, I know. Let's finish this off, and then we'll talk about your other classes.
Okay, let's finish
it. Two classes we're excited about.
Yeah, so we're doing cake. Just put the frosting on there.
Just throw it on there because no one's going to complain about the frosting treatment.
Okay, and you just want to take your, and you need offset spatulas for sure in your kitchen.
You're swishing. You're swishing.
Yep. We're making it just kind of smooth real fast. And then when you kind of do your edges.
You weren't kidding when you said 7 minutes. Look at this girl go.
Then you can take these edges and you just smooth it over. And you kind of want a clean spatula, which I'm kind of moving fast here. But anyways. See how the edges kind of now is rounded?
Curved over perfectly.
Yep.
Do you put coconut just in the filling, or do you do it on the outside
No, just the filling. And then we'll garnish with a toasted coconut on top. But then you can start doing either your rosettes like that, or there's the braid, which I think is really pretty. You just kind of go back and forth like that. We're going really fast.
See, the other reason these are so popular, I know, is the video tutorials online are somewhat mesmerizing.
Yes,
they are.
Like
watching the fluidity of the frosting, the movement, if you will, of the cake.
The smell. I mean, you can't forget the smell.
Smell it through your screen, but I can smell it here, and I love it.
So now you can add any of your wonderful little decorations that you want, chocolate sprinkles on it. So, and there's going to be lots of other chefs there, and it's at the Mountain America Expo Center, which is in Sandy. But come join us, and if you use the word promo code GLAZE, you'll get $3 off your tickets.
Oh, nice. So do that when you sign up. And we mentioned two classes. The cakes, I know, the cake class of yours will be extremely popular.
And then we're doing Super Bowl food.
It's about time to talk about the Super Bowl.
I know, it's the time. So, yeah, we've got guys, ladies, everybody get in there. We're going to have some great food.
Where can we get tickets?
You can get tickets at thesaltlakehomeshow.com. And yeah, come join us. It's going to be fun. And if you're building a new house, remodeling, there's so many different outlets and things to learn from there.
It's a one-stop shop to get that creative inspiration both in and outside of the home. We'll post the information for you on our website. Again, use that coupon code GLAZE to get a few bucks off your ticket price. Happy New Year. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Save me a slice.
I will.
Save me a slice.